they are. The Japanese automatic stop system for cheapies demonstrated. The tape eventually goes Ted's and pushes a little lever up and clack, off she goes. Well, welcome back to the kitchen. I've got a little GE radio alarm in bits today because it was having difficulty fast forwarding and rewinding. It was obvious what it was. It needed new belts. It was also full of fluff and dust, which I've cleaned out using a paintbrush. Something like that is a very good idea. Best not to do it with the juice on, by the way. It's quite a tricky thing to get into, this is. It doesn't come apart in the usual way. But once it was apart, it's just a matter of 1, 2, 3 screws, and you can move the mechanism forward sufficiently to do the business with the belts. There's only 2 belts in this thing. Well, one for the, well, what they call in America, the silver dollar flywheel, and the other one that does driving gears further down. It's a very typical mechanism from a later cassette deck. Cheap and cheerful, that's the best way to describe it, but it works well enough. While it was in bits, I've oiled the main bearings there again, as from the back end. Be careful not to get any on the capstan when you do that, because you'll find the tape slips and slides about and you end up with all sorts of funny things. But yeah, I couldn't believe the dust that was in this thing. Lord knows where it came from. Well, I've had this thing for a good few years, so, well, says it all really, doesn't it? You can see there, this mechanism is made to record as well. There should be the record prevention tab mechanism there, little catch that interlocks with this sliding plate, and you can see that that slides down when you press play, because what you're actually doing is pressing play and record at the same time. They bridge the two together. There is no record playback switch on this, needless to say, because all it does is stop, eject, fast forward, rewind and play. That's it. Very, very simple. Bit of a shame, really, I suppose, because I used to have one made by Bush, of all people, and they used to make some pretty nice stuff. Much the same sort of thing, but it had a record on there, as well as twin microphone jacks and the DIN socket on the back. And you could do time and recording from the radio. It was great when I used to be at work, you know, and away from home till all hours. There was something I wanted to tape, you could set it up even more easily than the video. Just set it up to set the alarm off and switch it to radio, press play and record, and away it went at the appointed time. Fantastic. Alas, sets no more. But this is an acceptable substitute. All the various bits of the casing are over there. They're not too bad. I've cleaned them out to get rid of all the dust and filth and dirt. Shame we can't get rid of those bloody Muslim terrorists and all, isn't it? But there you are. So we're back to business as normal, I think. You can tell this is fairly old because although they've put just welded plastic pulleys here, there's a brass one down there that goes onto the radio tuner, which is underneath the tuning wheel there with the tension relieving spring and various other little brass bits. So yeah, we're getting on a bit and it seemed too good to throw away. Anyway, see you soon.